Hello, my name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy and a recent college board privacy violation that happened in the state of New York. So the state of New York fined the company College Board $750,000 because of their misuse of student data for marketing advertising purposes. So the state of New York has a law that says that if contractors, and it doesn't matter if the company is for-profit or not-for-profit, if you use data of students, you cannot use it for advertising purposes without the consent of that student or their parent. So the College Board, they actually had tests, exams that they were using, like PST, SAT, AP exams that they were giving, but the students that signed up for these things, or maybe students that they wanted to sign up for these things, they were capturing their data and actually sending them to advertising agencies to advertise for more business. This is a huge deal. You're not supposed to use or sell any student data for commercial purposes. You're not supposed to transfer that data without consent, especially if the student is under a certain age. In the US, that may be 13, maybe rising up in different states to 16 or even 18. I think this is a huge blind spot for companies that sell education technology to students and parents, and being able to do it in a way where they're not running afoul not only of state regulations, but also kind of federal laws around data handling. There are many different laws that handle different things. Some are state level, some are federal level around handling data of students or children in particular. I think especially if there's advertising involved, that should raise a red flag for you, for companies that are actually trying to implement or use these types of tools. And it's very incumbent upon the organizations that use these types of technologies that they understand that, you can't advertise to a kid the same way that you would an adult. You cannot use the student's data for commercial purposes. You have to get consent to be able to use that data, or you will be fined. To me, this is very low hanging fruit, something that regulators look very closely at around children's data. And I think that this is something that can be avoided if organizations understand that when you're dealing with data of children, you're very restricted in terms of the type of marketing that can happen, especially if you don't have the proper consent of that child or parent, actually, if they're under a certain age. That's it. Thank you.